Hello folks, welcome to another episode of the Darkest Dungeon No Torches playthrough. In today's episode we're going to get into a dungeon. Unfortunately what happened was when I set up the recording for the day, I didn't have the audio set up properly and my voice did not get recorded on the live version of this. In about 3 minutes time you're getting back to live commentary, which is when I caught the mistake and changed it back. So for the first little bit here it's not live, but whatever. So I thought I'd take the opportunity just to comment on my video timing so far. I've been releasing the videos in the mornings, and so far that's worked out well. I had a bunch in the queue to release, and today unfortunately I didn't have a video ready to go owing to some issues in my personal life, specifically a breakup of a relationship with my girlfriend. Potential breakup of a relationship. You never know with these sorts of things. That kind of put me a bit off kilter for a day or two, and I wasn't able to record video, but I'm in the process of getting over that hump at this point, and I don't know what the future is going to hold between the two of us, but I'll keep trucking on, and if the universe wants us back together at some point in time, then that'll happen. But anyway, in the beginning of this episode here, I've just sent a couple characters in to get some healing. I wanted to get a upgrade to the roster, so I did that, and I'm going to pick up two of the Crusaders here, because we don't have any Crusaders currently in our roster as it is. So let's get both of those guys in there, and we'll go start the dungeon here. So let's see what we can do today. We're going to do, we want to get some deeds, so why don't we do a bit of a longer dungeon. Get 6 deeds. This seems like a good one in the Weald. As far as party roster is concerned, let's use one of our new Crusaders, I think. And let's check out abilities here. Smite, Stunning Blow, Self-Heal, Stress Heal. No Zealous Accusation, not Acquisition. Zealous Accusation. Let's try the other guy. He's got it, so why don't we switch those guys out there then? Who's our second liner here? I'll put the healer in 3rd position. And the Jester, he doesn't even really have a preferred position at this point. We could do a ballad setup, but might not be the best. And I think I end up going here with the Grave Robber. No, I first selected the Leaper just because I thought maybe he had Hugh, but he didn't, unfortunately. And this, in the long run, after you'll see the play out of this, it might have been the better choice to go with the Leaper. But the party setup I came up with in this was a bit weak, and really probably shouldn't be replicated in a further playthrough. It just didn't have enough punch. And you'll see in the video a lot of times I'm struggling in combat with positioning. So I end up going with the Plague Doctor in the back here. And really, as I said, this party setup is not very good. You're also going to see later on in the video that owing to the dungeon layout, even having 16 food with me wasn't enough. And I guess we should prepare for that in the future and just see what sort of food supplies we'll need in a dungeon with 1 camp. I've done 1 camp dungeons before with only 8 food, and sometimes you'll need 20 food. It's really anybody's guess as to what happened. So anyway, I am going to sign out, and you're going to go back to live commentary here in just 1 second. Okay, we're now back to live audio here. Sorry about the technical difficulties. I didn't realize the mic was not responding when I was recording, so you had voiceover for the first bit of this episode, but now you've got live commentary again. Oh, I didn't take a look at the dungeon. Let's have a look at what the dungeon's like. 90% of room completion, so we do have to go pretty much through the whole thing. We could skip maybe the top room, but we might just want to skip the last room. So we'll go up this way, and then, wow, that is a lot of backtracking. That's going to be pretty long, so let's get to it then.
Nature herself. A victim to the spreading corruption. Malformed with misintent.
I love the narrator's voice in this game. What is this spiderweb key item here? What's the usual bad effect that it has? I can't remember now. Well, let's just try without a key item. I'll have to experiment with that a little bit. I'm sure there's guides out there now that tell you exactly what key items to use on all of these, but I haven't looked at them because I like to play it with a bit of surprise. Alright, let's get some blight going on these back, well, or not. We'll just do a smite here on the front guy. And no healing needed, so we'll do judgment, or do we want to try to debuff? Let's try to debuff. And let's try to debuff again. I wonder if the debuffs stack. They probably do. Things seem to stack all the time in this game.
Devastating blow.
We'll just continue to try to burn this bloodletter down. The zealous accusation is not going to hit the back guy anyway, so there's no point in trying. And the stun is just not worth it here. We're going to try to blight up these back guys again. And they dodged again. What are their dodge chance? What are their dodge rating? 2, 2 and 2? 2 and 7. Let's see if they dodge a third time. Wow, that is really dodgy. I just want to try to finish this guy off. I wonder, 3 to 5 is not even going to come close, so we might as well keep doing this. That's too bad that it killed it, because I wanted to see if the dodge debuff stacked.
A powerful blow.
This video is coming out a little bit late, unfortunately. I've had some personal issues to deal with in the last couple days with my girlfriend, so I didn't have a chance to make the video on time, unfortunately. But I'm trying to get it out at least in the same day. I usually try to get the video out published in the morning. This one's coming out fairly late at night, so
Press this advantage. Give them
as long as I got it done, I'm happy, I guess. You get some healing going around here. Amazing, he had 1 hit point with Blight, and we all got to take our turn before he got back to take his. Heirloom chest, no key required, so let's take it and carry it on. Oh, gotta switch the order back here. Is that, yeah, that's how we had it. Well, and then it's got switched right away. Back 1, that's fine. Yeah, we'll do that. So this is self plus 20 dodge, stun, and move back 1 position. That puts our Plague Doctor at the front row, which is kind of awkward. No, we'll do it anyway. Do it anyway. Definitely gonna do some healing here. I think she's gonna be healing this entire battle. And definitely want to start moving him forward. Do a damage buff here on the Grave Robber. Well, so far we've got lucky with the dodges in this combat, and I think I'm going to... Oh shoot, you know, I was just trying to click on her to see if I could look at her abilities. That's one kind of issue I have with this, is you can't preview the other abilities, so you have to remember, because I was going to check to see whether her abilities were activated in a certain position, but you can't click through them when another player is active, unfortunately. He's gonna keep moving forward. And now we can use this. Yeah, I'll take that. Sure, why not? Let's get a plague grenade going. Hopefully we get a hit here. Nice. And some more heals. What do I want to do here? Accusation. What is this gonna do? 6 to 12. There's a chance of a kill there. 3 to 7. No chance. I'm gonna take the chance to kill him.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
And I'll just do a thrown dagger here.
Such a terrible assault cannot be left unanswered.
Again, out of position, but I think I'll just buff. This has been a difficult combat so far just because of the movement that the enemy party has caused me. I've had to move the Crusader back and forth twice now, and the Grave Robber has been out of position a couple times as well, and it's made this go very poorly, really. And I'm gonna do it again because I'm putting her to the front line. It's the only attack she's got right now. I'll buff her. Damn, I don't know if that was the right move to make using the lunge, but keep the healing going on the Crusader. And we're just gonna damage buff again. Boy, no, I'm gonna move him. I don't mind wasting that combat right there. I'm gonna do this too. There, this gives us a way better chance of a kill. Yeah, that was a long combat right there.
They can be beaten.
He's gonna rob this grave. And he's got blight. So let's give him an anti-venom. Eat away. Getting a bit darker. This is a... From what I'm seeing so far, this is a very weak party composition. I don't like this composition at all. The Gravedigger, Grave Robber doesn't hit hard enough, as you can see. This Plague Doctor, I'd rather he had the stun. I don't know. It's not the best. And when you get reordered like this party comp doesn't have a flexible enough skill set to compensate for being moved in your order. There's some party compositions that are fairly adaptable to it. This is not one of them. Zealous accusation here, I think. Stress levels getting very high on the Grave Robber.
Prodigious size alone does not dissuade.
This guy's dead on the next activation. So 3 to 7. There's a chance to kill both with Zealous Accusation here, so I'm going to take that chance. But we got one, that's fine. Yep. Lunge is where it's at. Boom. And this guy's gonna die anyway once he activates. So doesn't matter what we do here.
A trifling victory.
What kind of trinket? Light above 75 plus 8 protection, light above. That is just terrible for what we're doing in this playthrough. I don't even want to hang on to it. Pristine fountain. Looks unaffected by the surrounding chaos, so I don't think we'll use our holy water here. That's good. And he's got bleed. I'm going to give him a bandage. 38 light. Zealous accusation and a dodge, unfortunately. Yeah, flashing daggers is good here. I want to try to take that guy out because he causes blight effects. I wish that ability, you know, that ability would be much, much better if it would apply a bleed. Because the damage on it is too low. If it applied a bleed, that would be perfect. Yeah, like if this just said, you know, 1 bleed tick per round, that'd be a good ability, but the damage on it is so bad, like 1 to 2, that really you're only using it to finish off mobs. And maybe I should start using it that way. You know, just as a finisher. And start using Throne Dagger instead, because it does hit harder. Not much harder, but somewhat harder. The lunge ability hits the hardest, but it screws with your order, so you only should use it kind of when you're ending the battle. Let's give our Crusader a damage buff here. I'm gonna move her back. Give this guy an anti-venom. How many rounds does he have? 2? It's worth it.
Be gone, fiend.
We had a chance to kill both there with the accusation. That's why I went with that ability. We've so far been fairly lucky in resisting the stuns. We'll toss out a heal here. These guys applied blight too. I didn't realize that before. I just saw that. It's interesting. I thought it was only the green guys that did, and these guys were the stunners, but apparently that's not the case. So let's hope we finish this guy off. We don't have any more anti-venom, unfortunately. How far in the dungeon are we?
As victories mount,
I was hoping
so
to.
will resistance.
Yeah, we're full already here. These are junk trinkets, I think. We're not even gonna bother taking those. I was hoping to save my camp until we came back down, or at least made it there, and then we could camp for the backtrack. But we are getting a little low on hit points here, so we're gonna have to keep an eye on that. I could have cleansed it if he hadn't tried to steal it or activate it himself. And that would be with the medicinal herbs. There's no chance of these guys splitting when there's 4 in the party, so we have a choice here. We could either try to focus fire these guys down before we take the acolytes down, but I'm worried that they're gonna push our stress levels a little high, especially on the grave robber, so I might try to still focus the acolytes down here. Maybe we'll leave the Crusader to do some zealous accusations there in the meantime. Let's try to get a blight going on the back rows. And heal is definitely in order here.
Wound.
Okay. On death's door. Oh wow.
Injury and despondence.
Boy, this is sketchy now.
Or cowardice.
Well, we'll try to burn these guys. Hopefully we can get a kill or two on this round and we might be okay then. Wow, that was lucky. We'll be able to get this guy down this round likely as well. Buff the grave robber here because she'll be going next, I think. And we'll, oh, we can't hit that one with that. I definitely want to take one that I can get down here, so this one, we're gonna have to screw up the order, but we have to do it. I really want this activation here. Move. Okay, get her off death's door and we'll be okay. I think we'll have to camp after this maybe though. Yeah, I don't know, we'll see. Maybe we can push it a little bit more, but there we go. Well, do I need to camp? I don't think so.
This expedition
I don't think we need to
promises
camp here.
Success.
Let's see what's in the tent. Nothing. So we're full already. I'm gonna... Hopefully we can use our shovel and bandage in the next couple rooms here. We could always start tossing the jade. This one I'm gonna try holy water. I think holy water is the one that works here. I'm not positive. There it is. Warren's Tactician. Are we in the Warrens? I think we are, aren't we? That's good. Moving on.
Darkness
Pitch
closes
black.
in,
Eat away.
haunting the hearts of men.
Surprise too. This is gonna be a tough one. I wouldn't be surprised if we have to camp after this fight. Well, this gives us an opportunity to use the bandage, and we'll shadow fade back. Give the damage buff there, and we're gonna heal the Vestal up. We're gonna heal the Crusader here just because he's got the bleed effect ongoing. We don't want to get him down too low. It'll be on death's door in some point in this fight. We haven't done any damage to the enemies here, unfortunately. I think we can start doing that now. So let's see here. Well, let's just focus fire. Oh boy, it doesn't hit the front row. Well, gotta do what you gotta do, I guess. I really want this guy to move back, so. Oh, come on. This is not going well, folks. We're at, what round are we in now? 3 or 4, and we've got 1 to 50% so far. I really need to get one down, so let's see. 3 to 6. That's on the higher side of the roll to get a kill there. So what's this? 5 to 9. We have to do this. I think we have to do this. Gotta get one down. Can't take all damage from these guys anymore. Gonna try to cure the bleed. He's got it stacked, so this will be well worth it. And how many hit points does he have? 6. Gonna heal the Vestal. Zealous Accusation. Yeah, we might end up okay on this. We're going to be low on hit points certainly by the end of this fight, and that might require that we camp after. Going to heal the Crusader here, I think. No more bandages for the bleed, but I'm going to use the Plague Doctor's cure here. Oh. Well, it took half of one round of damage off. Try to get the kill. There we go. And hopefully we hit. Thank you. Wow, that's a lot of gold from that one. Well, I think we'll have to camp in this next room. Hopefully it's not occupied. Okay. Let's see what the scouting is here. Clear in that one. We could keep going and camp in the next room. That's fine. Use our second shovel here, and then we're out, unfortunately. Ooh, yeah. I didn't realize she was still bleeding there. Let's give this a shot. Nothing. Alright, gonna definitely set up camp here and see if we can get some hit points back. Our stress levels are, stress levels are pretty high too. We have 8 food left, and honestly, if we eat all 8 to go for the plus 25 health here, we're gonna run out of food before we finish this dungeon. So I absolutely cannot do that because we have a ton of backtracking to do to finish this dungeon. So we're gonna have to go for just a basic meal here. 4, that gives us another 1 round of food after, so yeah, we have to just 4 it is. Okay, let's see what the Crusader's camping abilities are. Self only, reduce stress by 25 plus 10 AC. If afflicted, reduce stress by 40. All companions heal 10%, reduce stress by 10. Or 1 companion plus 25% stress resist. I think I like this one. And I don't think I like that one, so we'll go with that. Grave Robber. Self only, produce a supply item. A shovel would be okay. Reduce stress by 25. All companions reduce stress by 20. Increase 25% increase stress by 10. I don't want to take the chance of increasing stress here. Reduce stress by 10. So I think we'll leave the stress healing up to the other guys and see what kind of supply item we can get here. Food's good. That was a good one. And we got 2 of them, so that's even better. Plague Doctor, self-medicate, reduce stress by 10, heals 20%, remove target poison, bleed, I don't like that. 25, that's a buff to resists, that's a buff to stress resist, but these are not good camping abilities. Let's see what the Vestal's got. If religious, I don't understand this one, and I meant to look this up. If religious, reduce stress by 15, if not religious, reduce stress by 5. How do you tell if they're religious? I don't know. Does that mean like the attribute that they would have that says they can only pray when they're in town? Is that what it is? I'm not sure. I'll have to look that up. Again, this one is on religion as well. 25% stress resist, don't want it. 1 companion. Let's try this. So was he religious then? Is that what it's telling me? Let's see. God-fearing, I guess that could be considered religious. That's it for our camping abilities. So we didn't get a ton of hit points back, unfortunately. But so be it. Hopefully we don't get attacked in the night here.
The light.
Okay,
the promise
good.
of safety.
Well, the next room is clear. That's positive. This one is... it poisons you, I think. So let's try medicine. Damn, I figured this one out last time, didn't I? Was it not in one of the other episodes? Was it holy water? No? Anti-venom. Anti-venom is what it was. So I just wasted 2 items. That's too bad. Okay, who's got the best trap stat here? 25, 40. I think that's the highest. So there we go. Get that trap or set it off. One of the two.
Cruel machinations spring
And
to
she's
life.
poisoned and on death's door. This is great. We'll give her a couple food here. She rallies. Woo! A couple food. How many is that? 2 per round. She's got 2 hit points. Have to give her another one. Maybe I shouldn't have given her another one because now I don't have a full round of food anymore. And we're about to do some major backtracking here. Now I wish I really would have brought some more food.
Curious
The
is
dungeon
the
layout
traveler
here was so
blood,
bad for this though.
efficacy unwitnessed by his own eyes.
For the food supply we had, this is just an enormous amount of backtracking. Basically backtrack 50% of the dungeon. Lots of dodge on these guys. 18. We're in pretty bad shape here, unfortunately. Now we're in even worse shape. Let's get a heal on Crusader here. He's got what, 4 per round damage. What happened there? Plus 20% stun resist. What did he do? He was stunned before, wasn't he? Well, that's too bad. You can see how awkward this party composition was. It just was not working properly. I think we have to cut our losses here, unfortunately, and try to flee from combat.
A wise general cuts losses and regroups.
That's right. A wise general does do that, and that's exactly what I'm going to do.
Failure tests the metal of heart, brain, and body.
We still got a lot of cash and heirlooms out of it though, so it wasn't a total failure. Let's see how many heirlooms we end up getting here. And yeah, 10 deeds. I mean, you can't complain about that. We didn't get the bonuses, but whatever. Let's see what traits we got. Hatred of beasts, that's a nice one, like it. Syphilis, oh. We're gonna have to evaluate whether ROM is worth the healing costs of getting syphilis off of there. Hatred of mankind, great, like it. Obsessed with sainthood, don't know what it does. Guess we'll find out later. Plus 10% heal received, great. Compulsive, suffers an intense need to do specific actions, whatever that means. Well, that's going to do it for today's episode. It was a long one in any event, and unfortunately had a bit of technical issues at the beginning. That's why I should always remember to sound check before I start recording for the day so I'm not talking to myself. Anyway, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next episode.